Hi, this is Professor V.K. Patil. I welcome you to the video classes on basic electronics. In my last class, we have discussed about inverting amplifier, non-inverting amplifier. Today, we will discuss about the differential amplifier. The differential amplifier, which is a combination of inverting amplifier and non-inverting amplifier. This differential amplifier, I can use it as the subtractor also. So by studying this differential amplifier circuit, we can study the both circuits simultaneously, that is differential amplifier as well as subtractor. Let us start with this differential amplifier. The circuit configuration for the differential amplifier is something like this. So we have a op-amp, inverting terminal, non-inverting terminal. To the inverting terminal, we have applied the input, one input, let us say V1, let us say this is R1, this is resistance something R2. Then non-inverting amplifier, so where this is the non-inverting amplifier. Basically it is the combination of inverting amplifier and non-inverting amplifier. If I ground this plus terminal, it becomes the inverting amplifier. If I ground this V1, it becomes the inverting amplifier. In that sense, I can say this is the differential amplifier. Now let us derive the expression for the output voltage. So this particular circuit, it consists of two input voltages. When the circuit, it consists of more than one input voltage, the circuit can be analyzed by using the superposition theorem. What is this superposition theorem? Superposition theorem, it states that if the circuit, it consists of more than one input voltages, we can find out the output voltage by considering one voltage source at a time. In this case, so there are the two input voltages V1 and V2. To derive the output, let us consider V1 is on and V2 is off. V2 is off means I need to make that voltage 0. How do I can make this voltage 0? Simply I need to connect it to the ground. Now by connecting this V2 to the ground, this circuit, it becomes the inverting amplifier, and I can write the output voltage, let us say it is V01 as minus R2 divided by R1 into V1. Is it right? Because it is the inverting amplifier. Similarly, the second case, when I need to keep V1 off, that is V1 I need to make it 0 and V2 on, in that case the circuit becomes something like this, and which is nothing but a non-inverting amplifier. And we know that for non-inverting amplifier, output voltage, it is equal to 1 plus, so therefore it is 1 plus R2 divided by R1 into the V2. This is nothing but the output voltage when V2 is on. The total output voltage V0 can be written as algebraic sum of these two, which is equal to minus R2 by R1 into V1 plus 1 plus R2 by R1 multiplied by V2. Now if I observe this output expression carefully, I can say that for the first term gain is R2 by R1. Whereas for the second term, the gain is 1 plus R2 by R1. If I wish to make the gain equal for both of these terms, what I need to do is, I need to do some modification in the circuit, and that circuit modification can be achieved by equating these two terms. So that is what I need to make the gain of these two terms equal. That is what 1 plus R2 by R1, it must be equal to the R2 by R1. Right? When this left hand side, it becomes equal to the right hand side, so that case I need to identify, or that condition I need to identify. How do I can identify this circuit at the left, this particular expression at the left hand side can be rearranged or rewritten as R1 plus R2 divided by R1, which is equal to R2 by R1. I need to find out the condition. Now this left hand side, it becomes equal to the right hand side when I multiply R2 divided by R1 plus R2. If I multiply by R2 divided by R1 plus R2 to the left hand side, the left hand side, it becomes equal to the right hand side. That is what R1 plus R2 get cancelled, and I will get R2 divided by R1. This modification in the expression can be achieved by making the change in a circuit at the non-inverting terminal. And what is that change? Now the circuit becomes at inverting side, so there is no modification. R1 R2 as it is. This is the resistance R1, this is resistance R2, supply voltage plus Vs minus Vs. This is inverting terminal. At non-inverting terminal, I need to add this part, and this kind of resistance or this kind of term, it comes into the picture when there is the voltage divider circuit. So here I need to use the voltage divider circuit. This is what the R1, and this is nothing but R2, and here I need to apply the voltage V2, and this is V1. Let us say this is the node X, where the voltage at node X is Vx. Now for this circuit, or basically this circuit, it is known as the differential amplifier. And this differential amplifier output, I can write it as, I need to use the same expression what I derived earlier. So output voltage, I can write it as minus R2 by R1 into V1 plus 1 plus R2 by R1 multiplied by voltage at non-inverting terminal, and voltage at non-inverting terminal is Vx. Now what is the Vx here? Vx is nothing but the voltage across R2, which is the voltage divider circuit. Hence I can write minus R2 by R1 into V1 plus, here if I do the simplification, I will get R1 plus R2 divided by R1. What is the Vx? Vx is nothing but voltage across R2, which can be written as R2 divided by R1 plus R2 multiplied by V2. So these two terms get cancelled, and I will get the expression which is equal to minus R2 by R1 V1 plus R2 by R1 into V2, which can be written as R2 by R1 inside the bracket V2 minus V1. So here the output voltage is directly proportional to the difference between the voltages. Hence I can say that it is nothing but the differential amplifier. In other words, this particular circuit, it subtracts V1 from V2. Hence I can call this as the subtractor also. This is nothing but the differential amplifier or the subtractor circuit. In the next class, we will see some other application. Thank you.